It certainly is advertised as family-friendly educational software.
That is not family-friendly. Do you guys see that? What is friendly about this guy, first of all? Okay.
Some of them are basic children's words like blue.
Right, doesn't seem too bad. No way!
And this next one I'm gonna show you is, to put it lightly, the darkest one I've ever come across so far.
My little poonie.
Thank you all for watching.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy Frame1 back with another reaction for you guys. And in today's video, we are going to be checking out a YouTuber that I have never seen before or actually heard of. This guy's channel is called MamaMax. It looks really creepy. A lot of this shit looks kind of dark and ominous, at least in theme. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, and before I forget, shout out to Roddy Tops for recommending MamaMax for this video. Really appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody else who continues to leave comments recommending people for me to check out. I've been really busy this summer, so I haven't been able to put out as many videos as I'd like to, but things should hopefully be slowing down over the next few weeks or the next month or so I should be able to get more videos out for you guys. Whatever you guys want me to check out, make sure you let me know. With that being said though, here we go, guys. We're going to be checking out this video called RolyPoly.exe. I have no clue what this is going to be about. Is this like horror content or like jump scary content? Like, what is this? It kind of reminds me of like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, or like Five Nights at Freddy's, like looking at the thumbnails here. I have no idea what to expect. A little bit. Okay, here we go. MamaMax. Editing looks pretty cool so far. Okay, what is this? Children's like children's old computer games from like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Last month, someone sent me a game that she says killed her child.
Excuse
me? A 5-year-old boy downloaded a toddler's edutainment game in the hopes that it would keep him busy while she was cooking dinner. He died the next day from an intracerebral brain hemorrhage.
Wait, what? What the fuck is this? Is this some like journalism or something like that, or?
I'm going to apparently risk my life for you and play this game.
Okay, wait, he's gonna play the game that killed a child, apparently.
Slayer.
Am I gonna die if he shows the gameplay?
Night. I'm snuggled up in a blanket playing Halo Reach with my boys sipping on a hot chocolate. I
was gonna say, I just heard somebody, I heard the Halo announcer say Slayer.
I'm cozy, I'm warm, I'm good.
Good night.
After they all go to bed, I quit the game and check my email to see in all caps, frantically typed subject line that reads,
okay.
You saw the intro, so you know what happened. The game in question is called RolyPoly no Nanakaropi Yoki. She blames it for her son's death because of its disturbing images, psychoactive hyperstimulation, and mental overloading, as she describes.
Oh, this shit is so creepy, man.
Research.
What are you guys having me watch here?
Libius.
Libius? I've never heard of it.
Which was also rumored to have caused the death of a child in 1981. The game even has Poly in its name. A successor to the myth, perhaps? Let's find out. I give her my condolences and tell
hold on,
her
there's
that
also
I'll
a
take
lot
it
of
from
fucking
here.
flashing lights here.
I find my way to a
I used to
copy
have
of the game.
epilepsy as a child, so I'm
Not
trying
hard
to
to find as it was publicly distributed in 1997.
This game was publicly distributed, so it obviously went through some sort of channel to get verified that it's not like some sort of fucking child-killing game.
As expected, it certainly is advertised as family-friendly educational software.
That is not family-friendly. Do you guys see that? What is friendly about this guy, first of all?
Remarkably reminiscent, at least in its box cover, of familiar Western edutainment PC games released in the late 90s to early 2000s.
So I'm just gonna put a little disclaimer out there. I never do anything horror related. I don't watch horror movies. I don't watch like scary shows. I don't play horror games, none of that shit. So this has already given me the creeps a little bit, but I do like this guy's style of video so far. I like the way he's kind of building the narrative a little bit like that, and he seems like he's doing a little bit of investigative journalism in a sense. So I'm liking this so far, even though I don't normally fuck with this kind of stuff.
Like the the Sesame Street point-and-click game.
And I know the scary part of this video is more so the content or the subject matter, like the game that he's going to be playing. Not so much his narration and things of that nature, but still same vibes.
Hi!
Clue finders.
This scroll tells of an ancient evil.
Or my personal favorite, Jumpstart Adventures 3rd Grade Mystery Mountain.
What? Never played this. I used to play like Roger Rabbit and Math Circus. Those are the edutainment games that I used to play back in the day.
Be quiet and follow
You guys know those games?
Oh god. My childhood.
That seems dope.
Anyway, now's not the time for a nostalgia overdose. We've got ourselves our own mystery mountain to scale.
Oh boy. Here we go. Got the heartbeat monitor on.
Before I start, I'm gonna take my vitals and compare them after a few hours of playing.
This guy's production value is quite high. It seems to be like a very good quality camera he's taking this shot with right here.
Detect any harmful effects it may have on my body. Unfortunately, I don't own a CAT scanner, so don't expect to see any x-rays of my neurological pattern. Instead, how about I just verbally tell you how my head is feeling? It feels fine. Alright, let's boot it up.
Okay. Pardon? What's the problem here?
Looks like some of the coding has been tampered with.
Why is the... So all that's on that drive is the game? I guess it's on like a flash drive or something like that?
It doesn't matter what I click on, all I get are error messages written in corrupted computer gibberish.
Right.
After an entire day's worth of research, I figure out that there's an assortment of prerequisites that need to be met in order for this game to run, such as using the correct operating system and so forth. I spend a few moments setting up the perfect conditions where it won't crash as soon as I try to start it. I guess and check, yes, I guess and check the combinations of buttons I'm supposed to press during the installation process, and after about 24 hours of troubleshooting, it's finally ready to play.
Jesus
but before
Christ.
we get into that, today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Just kidding, fuck that game. NordVPN. Just kidding. Skillshare. Just kidding. Squarespace. Just kidding. Audible. Just kidding. Crunchyroll. Just kidding. Loot Crate. Just kidding. VidMe.
What is he doing?
Really though, no one has ever sponsored me to make a video, except for you guys. I make
Yeah, 'cause this is creepy
for
shit.
you. I want to keep making them even better, and I want to keep making even more. So join us. I'm so grateful for those of you that already have, and I'm still thankful that you're even watching.
Also, go check out this guy's channel, like sub to this guy, drop a like on his video and all that good stuff too.
Now
Forgot to
back
mention
to the
that
video.
too.
And after about 24 hours of troubleshooting, it's finally ready to play.
Wow.
Here we go.
Here we go. Am I gonna have, like, nightmares after watching this shit? Outside Directors Company Limited. Okay. This seems kind of cool. Here we go. Okay, meet Pond, the good-natured scatterbrain. Wow, I can't read. Holy shit, dude! What's happening? I can't look at this. I'm gonna have a seizure. What? Guys, I'm like glancing. I'm opening my eyes so slightly every few seconds to look at the screen to see if this has stopped yet. What the fuck is happening? He's got a good beard also. Just want to point that out. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. That was actually how this game starts though, with that super overload of images. Holy crap, that would have been enough to fucking knock me out as a kid. Okay. Quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. This is so creepy. Like, look at this little fucking guy down here, man. That's my least favorite one.
Remind me a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's.
It does, yeah, like that
Characters
dog.
modeled and rendered in this fusion of creepy 3D toy-like dolls.
Yeah.
In fact, it might have even had an influence on FNAF with how similar they are.
They do look very similar, actually.
I don't think this was intended to be a horror game. You click a letter of the alphabet, and then this atrocious voice synthesizer will tell you a word that starts with that letter.
Okay.
Some of them are basic children's words like blue.
Right, doesn't seem too bad. Cock. No way. You think?
I know what
Cocked?
I'm hearing.
Cock?
Yeah.
What?
After that,
I'm hearing. I know what I'm hearing.
Oh, cunt. What the fuck?
After that, you'll get a short cutscene, some of which would absolutely qualify as nightmare fuel for children.
Absolutely.
Nothing
like,
that I could see an average parent approving of. Anywhere from a robot seizing an AK-47 and shooting animals.
What?
To a dog being burned alive in an oven, and nothing in between is any less traumatizing.
Okay. Go Monkeys Sweet Banana. So this all happens after you click on letters? Oh, wow, I don't like that. Oh, he's gonna make some sushi.
Then finally, you'll get a Japanese proverb that coincides with the word that starts with the letter that you had clicked on. Most of which...
Time flies, literally. The time flies like an arrow. The time passes so quickly for all of us. In fact, it seems to speed up as you get older and older. Even one's lifetime, it is said, passes in a mere flash. Think of your summer vacations. Each day seemed so long and lazy. When it was all over, you couldn't figure out where the time went. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that is a good point, you know? Time does seem to move faster the older you get. And I think it's because, I think I read something where it's like, when you're younger, everything is a new experience, and newer experiences tend to have a longer lasting, or I guess what, they feel like they last longer, like when you're experiencing something new, because you have to take it in, like commit shit to memory and shit like that. But when you're doing things that are like kind of going through the motions, you don't have that same effect happening. I don't know, I've definitely butchered that explanation, but it's something along those lines.
Which is too complex for a child to comprehend.
Right.
Now, I'm all for educating kids about life and reality, but maybe this is a little much. Maybe children don't need a fucking existential crisis.
And that pretty much summarizes what RolyPoly known.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is not something you realize as a child, though. Like, you have to experience life to figure that shit out yourself.
RolyPoly.exe is all about. But before I
there.
tell you what happened to me after I played it,
yo, poor
let
dog.
me show you a little something.
Okay. Day 1, LSD. This is part of the game as well. Whoa! This is not the same game, is it?
LSD Dream Emulator. Some of you might remember this obscure PlayStation 1 cult classic going viral some years ago for its super psychodramatic concept. Brought to life as a contemporary art project by a man known as Osamu Sato, known for his hyper-surrealistic style in digital art.
Jesus.
I tell you all of this to give you a better understanding of why RolyPoly no RolyPoly.exe is so...
Yeah, it's like all so contemporary looking. It's so weird.
Because it is he who created it. Rather than a team of professional educators like most kidwares produced by,
Scholastic.
we have a prolific visionary at the helm. So building a video game meant for children might have been less of a goal and more like a guideline. As you can imagine, he took more than a few creative liberties in the process. And that's all this game is. A poetic endeavor of an artist.
This
My
is
vitals
creepy,
after
man.
playing were perfectly fine. And the most I can say my head suffered from was a minor headache.
Yeah.
The absolute worst effect I can see coming from the result of playing this game is childhood PTSD from the disconcerting images. But an internal brain hemorrhage, I don't think so.
No, but you would absolutely have a seizure if you're prone to if you're prone to having adverse effects to like flashing lights, bright lights flickering in your face like that. That's wild, man. What a creepy fucking guy who created this game. My son was killed. Clinical depression.
I think the question on everyone's mind here is how true is this mother's story? I looked for every publication covering any stories of video games causing death from visually or audibly sustained brain damage to see if there's any validity to her tale, but so far nothing concrete has showed up. I should mention that the so-called mother emailed me using a fake email address. That begs the question.
Right.
What kind of mom downloads an obscure Japanese edutainment game from 1997 without researching it before letting her child play it, but has the sense to make a throwaway account when emailing a stranger? At first I thought it was just a fan trying to get me to make a creepypasta out of a childhood game that used to scare them.
That was exactly what I was going to say. I thought it was just going to be like somebody who watches his videos found that game somewhere and wanted him to make a video about it, and the easiest way was to put some clickbait email header to get him to see it. That's what my first thought was, at least.
But then as I was researching it, something very worrisome lingered around me. It's no secret that I often cite Discord as a primary source for information on a topic I'm investigating. And recently, in investigating RolyPoly no Nanakarobi on one of its many fan servers, there was this one guy named Arahasa who made it his priority to befriend me and find out where I lived. Aggressively, I might add. I had a working theory for what was going on, which I'll get into a sec. But unfortunately for this guy, I socially engineered him to unknowingly send me his location through a link I got him to click on our DM.
Shit!
I then cross-referenced that with the IP address of the quote-unquote mothers. Socially engineered him to unknowingly send me his location through a link I got him to click on our DMs. I then cross-referenced that with the IP address of the quote-unquote mother's throwaway email address. And what do you know? They are identical. Coming all the way from Japan.
Is it the guy who made the game?
Sure. I figured this would happen. If you didn't see my last video, I covered a video game tied to a Japanese doomsday cult that is currently identified as a terrorist organization with still active members.
What?
If you didn't see my last video, I covered a video game tied to a Japanese doomsday cult that is currently identified as a terrorist organization.
A video game tied to a doomsday cult that is identified as a organization. Excuse me? Alright, I'm interested. I think I'm gonna have to check that video out too.
Still active members.
And they still have active members.
In the video I specifically mentioned that this cult may now be targeting me. And from what it looks like, that may be true.
Holy shit.
My theory is that this Arahasa knew I would heavily research the topic bouncing from all kinds of communities like wiki pages, Reddit threads, and especially Discord servers. So they intentionally sent me an urgent project of something so ludicrous that I couldn't ignore. Of a creepy game that they're familiar with, as it's also from Japan.
Right.
Specifically choosing an obscure topic that isn't easy to find so that there's no saturation in search engine results, which basically forced my hand into joining these closed-off communities where they can easily get to me. Smart plan. But not smart enough. Like, dude, I spent a whole month studying Shoko Asahara. You think I wouldn't notice that your name is literally Asahara backwards? Come on, bro. And I emailed the mom back my suspicions, and she responded back in Japanese saying this.
Which means?
But hey.
That's just a theory. A game theory.
Yo,
the end.
I got the chills, man. What the
RolyPoly no Nanakarobi is safe. There's a lot of shit out there that isn't.
Wait, that's
Men,
actually creepy
women,
as fuck.
And even children are taken advantage of by malefic organizations every goddamn day. And this next one I'm gonna show you is, to put it lightly, the darkest one I've ever come across so far.
My little poonie.
Thank you all for watching. And if you have a cursed piece of media that you want me to investigate, send me that floppy disk CD or download link and I might just cover it. You can find my email in the description for details. Now,
they were actually asking him for his address and shit. They were trying to... Holy shit, man.
Here's a wrap for my top patrons. You're a pansy, Isaiah Wamsley. You destroy my mental health and Commonwealth. Go back to your shell, Raquel. You look like an ape to tend the great Sarah Lich is a leash. Bash your head in with the rock under dock. No doki doki. More like moldy poke. Like your pecker. Henry Ecker. Audio error. Has no ballsack here. I'll kill you, carrot. I fucking swear. King Unito here to murder your libido. Very hairy Mary. Just keep crying. Brian is still fit. Fuck you.
Wow. That's, those are his patrons back then. Wow. Persons and events in the motion picture are fictitious. Any similarity to actual persons or events is unintentional.
Right now is for my protection, so I don't get sued.
Okay. What? What? Wow. Holy crap. I just need a second to collect myself and my thoughts after watching that. Dude, what the hell? This organization in Japan that is a doomsday cult, like that was their way of getting him, you know, for all the lengths that person or those people went through to get him to play this game and then join those Discord servers, if that theory is correct. They went ahead and just said, where do you live? And they didn't have a smarter or better way to go about that, like he did by sending the phishing link or whatever to grab the IP address. So strange. Maybe if there's more details that came to light after this in some of his later videos, you guys gotta fill me in on those facts. Or like, what the hell happened here? Other than that, this was great. Thank you, Roddy Tops, again for recommending this video. I'm definitely going to be checking out more of this guy's stuff in the future. It's super creepy and like out of my comfort zone, but I think that's kind of fun, and it's something fresh for me, you know what I mean? It's something new. So thanks again to everybody who came to check out this video with me. I appreciate you guys. Drop a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys go check out MamaMax's channel as well. I'll drop it in the description. I'll drop the original video as well. And drop some more comments recommending more videos for me to check out if you guys want. You know, appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, drop a sub as well, you know, subscribe. Peace.